Of kids, especially younger children, really face anxiety as the first day of the school year approaches for many reasons. They worry about things like bullying. They worry about a teacher they might not like. They worry about not making friends. They worry about just walking into a building. Here in Indiana, students are going to be back in the classroom for the first time, also since a deadly school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, that's been all over the news. Yesterday's shooting, or Sunday's shooting at the Greenwood Park Mall, that adds to anxiety for some that they already feel. So what, as parents, could we be doing to minimize some of the apprehension? And joining me live with some important advice is Vanessa Enos, a licensed medical health counselor with Community Health Network. We always love when you come in. You just have a calming presence with a lot of knowledge. So good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I think it's important. And one of your first points is just to be able to say that anxiety is a real thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we hope that if we push it off, maybe
Yeah.
it'll go away, or we run from it. And if we ignore it, it actually typically makes it bigger. So one of the best things we can do as parents is lean into our own anxiety, because we're nervous too, and then help lean into where our kid is feeling anxious.
What's the best way for us to model that? Because a lot of adults, for many reasons, they are very anxious people, or they don't think they are, they don't realize that they're doing it. And then, like you said, it makes the kids even more stressed out.
Well, we have to know our bodies as parents. So
Yeah.
kids, we can say whatever we want to our kids, but they're really going to do what we do. And so we've got to model that anxiety management, whether it's we take some slow breaths, maybe we step away from situations, maybe we're talking to a therapist ourselves, but we're having open conversation about it. But we have to model those good moves that we know how to make.
Do you have a specific way that you do that? Because I'm thinking, we were just talking about how old our kids are, and sometimes it's hard to get kids to talk. Sometimes the best way is not to say anything and just start driving in the car, and then they talk. I feel like sometimes when you go to ask a question, that's not the best way, for me anyway, to get my kids to actually open up to me.
So my kid is a different age than yours. So mine's 4. We're just starting pre-K full-time for the first time. And so very different sides of the age spectrum. For me, I tell my kid I feel nervous. I don't tell them what to do with my anxiety. I don't ask them to fix it, but I'll be like, ooh, that made me nervous. And so he is learning those feeling words. So with our younger kids, that's a really great way to do that. Is just say, hey, that makes me nervous or anxious. But I also think that's true of our teenagers, as you were talking earlier. It's okay for us to say, hey, I'm a little nervous about you going back to school this year. We've had some scary stuff happen as our school year ended here, and really over the last decade of school years. And so I think it's okay as a parent to say, hey, I'm feeling a little nervous about this school year. Let's talk about that. What is that for you? But I need to do it in such a way as a parent or guardian that I'm not making my kid help me, but I'm opening the floor to say, if I'm vulnerable, maybe they'll be a little vulnerable with me.
Yeah, and how do you go about doing that as well without making them more fearful? Be knowledgeable, but not living in fear.
So that's really hard, and it is a very fine line. I think one of the first and most important things we do is we just have to stick with the facts. There's a lot of opinion or theories or thoughts about why things happen and where they happen. If we get stuck in that, we're really not helping solve the problem. It's really important to stick with the facts, create space for that conversation, but don't wander down these opinions or what could haves or what ifs. Really just stick with what we know the truth to be.
Yeah, I know Uvalde is a great example of that, because there were so many what ifs and this and that, and that's been in the news here, just really all over the place, right? So I think it's part of, in the 30 seconds that we have left, to go over just those fine points again about not fixing, preparing, and having that routine and a plan, and then also making that point of whether you're a teenager in elementary, and you talked about that a little bit. But again, what we're going to talk about with your 4-year-old, we're not going to talk to my 18-year-old about.
Absolutely. It's important for us to help a kid have a routine or come up with a plan. That helps kids feel safer. You feel safer, you have less anxiety. That's a really important step. And the last thing that you're talking about is that check-in. We can't just have that conversation at the beginning of the day or leading up to school. We need to follow up with it and help our kids see, I was nervous, but I was brave.
I love that part, right? Do it afraid.
Yeah.
You can have feelings, they don't mean anything.
Right.
You can feel fear, but you can still move forward and do something.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Nervous and brave.
Love it. Thank you.